Hello and welcome to a brand new segment I'm calling Question of the Day. I think this could be a lot of fun, and basically the way it's going to work is I'm just going to have one question every day and we'll just sort of answer it and try to create some sort of a dialogue. I kind of feel like, especially during the off season, and now there's no NBA or NHL, or obviously football has been in off season for quite some time now, it could kind of drag a little bit, so I figured, hey, this might be a good way to sort of keep some conversations going and keep up to date with certain things. And so yeah, for today's question, in honor of the Blues and now the Raptors both winning their first championships in franchise history, I asked the question of, who would you most like to see win a championship that hasn't already won one? But let's jump into some of your suggestions. First off, Troxel Sports Talk, hashtag TST said, Detroit Lions. With the Blues championship, this gives us Detroiters hope. And while, if I'm being honest, it would be awesome to see a Detroit Lions championship, do Detroit fans really need any more hope at this point? I mean, they had the Red Wings for 25 plus years make the playoffs. Not to mention, they just stole Stevie Y from my Tampa Bay Lightning, so I am not a big fan of the Detroit Red Wings right now, so I don't think they need that much more hope. But if you're just a Lions fan and not a fan of the Red Wings, then definitely the Lions would be an awesome championship to see you guys win, because I mean, the Lions have just been so bad for so long. I feel like some people might sort of forget a little bit how bad they've been, because they have been mediocre since they drafted Matthew Stafford. Obviously still no playoff wins, but they definitely at least have had some success. But I actually thought Alan Gray said it best right here. He goes, Detroit Lions, although they have technically won 4 championships, the Lions are due. I'd love to see the Lions and the Browns in the next Super Bowl. And honestly, yeah, that's another thing that some people said, what about a Lions-Browns Super Bowl? That would be pretty awesome. Although if I'm being honest, when I think about the football teams that I would most like to see win a championship that haven't yet, the two that jump out in my head that actually no one mentioned were the Bills and Vikings. I mean, it seemed like those are two teams that you would think would be the biggest teams that you'd want to see. I mean, the Bills obviously losing 4 straight, and then the Vikings, of course, losing 4 as well, and having so many heartbreaking playoff losses, so many missed kicks and key moments. So those are 2 more teams I would think about in terms of football. Chris Flores said Packers. Not sure if you noticed, but the Packers have definitely won a championship. I'm not sure if there's a joke I'm missing or something, but yeah. It would be nice to see the Packers, the most winningest franchise in NFL history, win a championship. Yeah, definitely that would be a good one. Slob on my broccoli Rob said San Jose Sharks. I don't really have anything else to add to that, I just like the username. Jacob A said Titans because they were inches away in their own Super Bowl. And again, a lot of Titans. I wouldn't have expected so many Titans, but yeah, I mean, that would be a cool one, I guess. Although a little nitpick of mine that always drives me crazy is that they were inches away from tying the Super Bowl, not inches away from winning the Super Bowl. It was a 7-point game at that point. And Jeff Fisher said that he wouldn't have gone for 2 there. So basically they were inches away from overtime. But, you know, anyway, that's one of those things that I acknowledge. It bothers me and absolutely no one else. So we'll just get off it. Also, Noble Salam, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. I'm not good at pronouncing names. But anyways, Noble said LA Clippers. And I actually thought that was a pretty creative one, because that's not always something that gets talked about a lot. But yeah, I mean, the Clippers, that would be awesome, especially because they've been in the shadow of the Lakers for so long. It would be kind of cool to see them finally win one. But I think the ones for football, the 2 that I've already mentioned, would probably be the Vikings or the Bills. Those would probably be crazy. Those would probably be my 2 picks, and if I have to pick one, I'd probably say the Bills, just because I love how crazy Bills fans are. But anyways, yeah, that's it. It was just a short video. Just figured let's have some fun, talk some sports, basically. I do try to get a little bit analytical with a lot of my videos, but I figured, hey, sometimes it's just fun to have some just random sports talk, so that's what I figured we'll do with these videos. We'll just sort of just talk about things and not necessarily have to think about them too hard. That's kind of what I'm thinking with these Question of the Day videos. It's similar to, I'm not sure if any of you guys have watched Jack's films, but it's similar to his Yai videos, except instead of just for comedy, it's more of just for talking about sports. I figured we'll do a similar format. And so for anyways, in honor of the Raptors winning their first championship, I figured a good question could be, where do you think Kawhi Leonard will go in free agency? Will he stay with the Raptors, or will he go somewhere else? And if he does go somewhere else, where? And also, don't just tell me where you think he'll go, but also tell me why you think he'll go there, and I'll probably use your comment in the next video. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.